Hello class, thank you for coming to my week 7 multimedia discussion. I will be reviewing Problems of Municipal Administration by Jane Addams and its relation to A Samurai's Lineage, Theoretical Traditions in Public Administration by Margaret Stout, as well as The Implementation Game by Eugene Bardock and its relation to After Enactment, The Lives and Deaths of Federal Programs. In Jane Addams' article, she is concerned about the failure of city governments. She advises that city governments are more concerned about maintaining status quo than serving the lives of the citizens. This can be evidenced by the child labor, the sick, and the poor, and the average citizen needs that are being ignored by city government. She states that founding fathers did not provide for methods of correction when it came to these city governments. Stout aims to answer the question, what does it mean to be public administration? She makes an interesting comparison to samurai, who devoted themselves to a set of moral principles, and she asks us, what traditions are we devoted to? Stout states that she is devoted to collaborative tradition, which is modeled by Jane Addams in regards to addressing urban poverty, housing, child labor, and public health. And she advises that we should model ourselves with theorists that we look up to, such as McGregor, Lindblom, Waldo. And I believe that this is a very, very good take on answering what kind of public administration do we want to be. Instead of just wandering around blindly, we should look for these theorists and apply these theories to our everyday lives, whether it be theory Y, theory X, root theory, branch theory. So yeah, I believe that this is something that we could still apply to in our everyday work environments. Bardock discusses the implementation of new policies and procedures within government agencies. He states that there are multiple factors and methods in order to implement these new policies. This includes financial accountability, sources of funds, political support, and methods such as pressure politics, assent, and intergovernmental mental bargaining. Berry, Burden, and Howe wrote After Enactment, The Lives and Deaths of Federal Program, where they evaluated 2,059 federal programs to research their life cycles. They looked into congressional changes, cuts, restructuring, which could ultimately result in the death of programs. They utilized Bardock's article to show that research hadn't really progressed past the point of policy implementation, and their aim was to focus on policy after it had been implemented. This was an interesting article, and I feel that it's applicable to today because while working at the probation department, even though it was at a county level, we would still be affected by these federal changes, such as the Affordable Care Act, TANF, temporary assistance for needy families, because these were the services that we would offer to the clients that we worked with at the probation department. And it was interesting to see how congressional changes would affect the people that we worked with. Here are my references. Thank you, and I hope you have a good week.